Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Ever wondered about those blink and you miss it moments in gaming? Today we're diving into the absolute rarest events and encounters in video game history and explain how rare events are crucial for understanding game evolution and offers insights into finding them across various platforms. Thanks for watching.
All right, Megamind, what do you got for us?
Bridge is too exposed, hill is too steep. We go through town.
Fuck that! It's full of Zeke! No, he's right. The town has a stone-cutting factory with a lift.
It'll take us right up to the fort. Swarm must be close now. Let's make this fast.
Leading sign, or characters who leading the game,
We got targets.
usually play a big role in guiding players through the game world and story. They can offer hints, explain things that might be confusing, or even provide emotional support.
Send the map maker. But this site isn't in their archives.
They must be hiding something.
It might be a ghost unit. Try to locate the operations tent. Maybe we can find out what they're doing here.
If there are no characters guiding the player, it could make the game harder to understand at first, since you're on your own trying to figure everything out. Leading marks often create a sense of immersion and make the world feel alive. Without them, the environment might seem flat or less engaging. Maybe the story wouldn't be as compelling either because there's no one narrating it from a character's perspective. Perhaps players would lose some emotional connection too, since having someone to rely on, like a guide, can make interactions more meaningful. The absence of characters could also limit how much fun or challenging the game becomes in different scenarios.
Come on, Moneypenny. If I lose the...
It probably makes the game feel less complete and engaging without those guiding elements. Players may find the experience more challenging as they navigate an environment with fewer explanatory hints. The absence of character narrators also diminishes the sense of story depth and emotional connection, potentially making the game feel less complete and engaging overall. Can you feel the excitement that overwhelms the player when he has to make a decision about what to do or what not to do? And the clock is ticking. How the game will go on depends on his decision, and it also affects the final outcome. 1 of 5 to 6 outcomes. Imagine every gamer's dream, if stuck somewhere, that there is a magic auto-run button which relieves the player of the burden of making a decision. In the meantime, while auto-run is running, the player can go to the toilet. If the mission is long, to run to the store to buy something to snack on, imagine the possibilities. Or do the hardest and longest thing in video games, choose your race, gender, appearance, abilities, and everything that goes with it, and hit the auto-run button for the entire game.
Faster.
Characters relying on unique appearances for identification may struggle if the main character starts without clothes. This could lead to confusion during gameplay when other characters need to distinguish between different roles or teams. This adds an interesting layer where the lack of clothes becomes a functional element rather than just a starting condition. There could be concerns about unfair advantages if players start without clothes compared to those who begin with full outfits. This might affect game balance and overall player enjoyment, as it introduces an unintended disparity in gameplay opportunities, while starting without clothing can abstract real-life norms. It must be done thoughtfully within the game's lore and other elements to avoid disconnecting players from their virtual world or making the experience seem inconsistent with other aspects of the game. While such a design might offer unique gameplay opportunities and interesting challenges, It requires careful planning to maintain balance and ensure fairness for all players. But the challenge is what drives us, so don't leave us on this topic. A small private plane flies over the cities destroyed by the zombie apocalypse. A young couple are the only passengers. The woman is pregnant, and she gets labor pains. She gives birth to a wonderful little creature. But an engine defect causes an emergency landing in which only the little creature survives. Players could then choose the gender, race, abilities of the child based on who raised the child. The choice would be raised by wolves or bears or any local animal. Raised by zombies. That would be a story, right? Horde zombies are rare in video games because they pose significant challenges in balancing difficulty, engagement, resource management, and storytelling effectively. Developers often find alternative methods to incorporate large groups of enemies without compromising the overall gaming experience, leading to their occasional absence from mainstream games, but their frequent mention in a light-hearted or sarcastic manner by fans who understand the underlying frustrations involved. Horde zombies often serve as essential obstacles that drive gameplay progression and challenge, making the removal of these elements potentially make the game too easy or unengaging. These zombies are integral to the game's world building, atmosphere, and story progression. Their absence could reduce the sense of threat and urgency that contributes to the game's compelling experience and immersion. Horde zombies may play a crucial role in multiplayer dynamics or interactive elements, affecting player interaction with other players or the game's world. Horde zombies often represent specific themes or messages in the game. Their absence could alter the game's intended meaning and convey a different set of experiences for players. So more zombies, please. If you want to see what real hordes of zombies look like, this is what I call the zombie horde. Sawmill horde looks pathetic.
Without the jump mechanic, gameplay becomes more challenging as characters lack an essential mobility boost. This can frustrate players and slow down progress through levels. Core mechanics such as level design and boss fights may need major overhauls. Players will have to adapt by finding alternative pathways or strategies, altering the game's feel and structure. If Hero Jump was part of a larger skill set affecting combo moves or special abilities, its absence restricts character versatility, potentially lowering player satisfaction.
The last emitter's down.
The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility.
In multiplayer contexts, the absence could drastically change interaction dynamics, impacting both solo and cooperative play experiences. Players may need to adapt to a fundamentally different game experience without this key feature, affecting their perception of the game's design and fun factor.
Approaching Kadako. Prepare for atmospheric entry.
For that reason, please developers do the doing.
The Beast Roar is often an auditory cue that intensifies gameplay, particularly during intense moments like boss battles. Its absence can make these encounters feel less dramatic and exciting. Sounds are crucial for creating an immersive environment. Without the Beast Roar, players might perceive the game world as less vivid and engaging due to the missing sensory input. Sound effects frequently trigger actions or challenges in games. Removing these cues can disrupt gameplay mechanics, making certain events or abilities behave unpredictably. Characters and items reliant on the Beast Roar for their interaction might lose their perceived effectiveness, altering player strategies and experiences within the game. The absence of this key sound element can diminish the challenge and intensity players typically associate with such games, leading to a less thrilling overall experience. Have you ever spent hundreds of hours in a game only to feel like something's missing? Today, let's talk about the absolute rarest thing in video games. And it's not some legendary sword or a one-in-a-billion item drop. It's something much more profound. True closure. Think about it. How many games have you finished where the story just stops? Major plot points are left hanging. Character fates are unknown, and you're left with more questions than answers. Developers are great at building incredible worlds and introducing us to amazing characters, but crafting a genuinely satisfying ending that ties everything together is incredibly difficult. An ending that respects your journey, resolves the main conflicts, and gives you that perfect sense of completion is the ultimate rare loot. What game gave you the best sense of closure? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into gaming.